question is, what kind of aroma oil is the most effective for improving sleeping quality? I'm interested in aroma, so I'm interested in this topic. Please start.
Thank you, Dastani. I will now start my presentation. The topic of my presentation is what kind of aroma oil is the most effective for improving sleep quality. Today, my presentation will be divided into 5 parts. First, I will talk about background and purpose. Second, questionnaire. Third, about experiment and result. Fourth, consideration result of experiment. Finally, I talk about conclusion of this topic. First, I talk about background. There are many kinds of aroma oils, and they are made from many kinds of plants. When I was a high school student, I have made essential oil from leaves. According to previous research, aroma oil has many good influence for our body. I focused on improving sleep quality in one of them. Aroma oils that are effective for sleep are lavender, sweet orange, bergamot, geranium, sandalwood, neroli, and so on. But it is not clear how different kinds of aroma oils have difference. So I wanted to search about which aroma oil is the most effective for sleep, and also I wanted to know how sleep quality improves depends on the type of aroma oil. Next, I talk about questionnaire survey. I took a survey and collected data from 70 people. I asked people, have you ever used aroma oil? According to my survey, 30% of people have used aroma oil. Second, I asked people, what are your problems of sleep? According to my survey, the most common of sleep problem is feeling bad when wake up and difficulty waking up. I thought if aroma oil can solve this problem, it would be useful for many people. Next, I talk about method of the experiment. I used the 5 kinds of aroma oils. I used the lavender, aroma oil of lavender, orange sweet, rose geranium, mandarin, and bergamot. Lavender and rose geranium has floral scent, like these pictures. Orange sweet, mandarin, bergamot is citrus scent, and orange sweet has stronger scent than mandarin. Bergamot smells like a lemon. I dropped the aroma oil on tissue and put it on my bedside before sleep, and continued to do that for 5 days using the same scented aroma oil. And I measured quality of sleep and the time it took to fall asleep by using this application. Next, I talk about result of experiment. Look at the table 1. The relationship, the table shows the average of sleep quality and the average of time taken for a sleep during 5 days for each kind of aroma oils. The table shows that these kind of aroma oils were found to be effective for shortening the time taken for a sleep and improving sleep quality. The shortest time, average of time taken for a sleep, the shortest is then used mandarin. The best quality of sleep is when used orange sweet. As you can see from the table, citrus scented aroma oil has effect on improving sleep quality. I ranked the aroma oils that were highly refreshing when woke up. Bergamot is the best, followed by lavender, mandarin, orange sweet, and rose geranium. Lavender is not a citrus-scented aroma oil, but it has effective refreshing when woke up. Next, I talk about consideration. The quality of sleep is higher with stress-scented aroma oil. Aroma oil of lavender is generally said to be good for sleep, but it is not much for Japanese, because Japanese is not familiar with it. I thought the rose geranium was same reason too, but stress-scented aroma oil is familiar to me, so it was easy to relax. Bergamot was the most effective in making me feel refreshed when I woke up, because bergamot has stress scent and contains same main ingredients as lavender, so it has effective more. The effect of aroma oil on sleep is related to preference. Look at the table 2. The table 2 shows the ranking aroma oil that are effective for sleep, and the ranking of my favorite aroma oil. These two rankings is so similar, so it can be said that the effect of aroma oil on sleep is related to preference. In concluding my presentation, first, stress-scented aroma oil is familiar to Japanese, so it has more effective on sleep. And I recommended bergamot aroma oil because it has same ingredients as lavender, and the stress scent can be refreshing when I woke up. Finally, the effect of aroma oil is related to preference, so it is important to use the favorite aroma oil. These are references. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for a nice presentation. I'm interested in the relationship between favorite aroma and sleeping. Are there any other questions? Do you have any questions? No, I have a question. How did you measure the sleeping, the quality of sleeping?
I use this application on smartphone, but I didn't know.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other questions? Okay.
What do you want to challenge? You have never
in this experiment, I haven't used nearly aroma oil, so I want to try this aroma.
Are there any other questions? Okay, please give